Okay, so Contra OG or Operation Galgua or whatever, OG. It's a pretty good game. It's competent. It's nothing amazing, and that's really the kind of gist of what I'm going through and playing through. And it's kind of like a member berry thing. It's like, oh, you remember these? Remember these little Terminator guys? Remember when we were climbing up the waterfall in Stage 3 of the original Contra? And there's like lots of little throwbacks with it. It's kind of like a soft reboot, effectively. There's like a story here, story mode, and I'm like, I really don't care. I don't care at all. It's like Bill and Will and Jill and some other Contra participants, like the robots from the European version. They're all in here. They've got lines and stuff, and there's like a couple new characters. There's like Hot Lady. What's it? Was it Shella from? Is that from Hardcore? I don't know the damn story in Contra. The key the story of Contra, the story is like, some red thing blows up the city, and he's like, let's attack aggressively. That's all it really needed. It's there. It's an addition. It's somewhat in the way, but it's not too bad overall. I do like that the weapons overall feel pretty good. Most of them. The only thing I didn't really like was laser. It felt like it pierces. It didn't seem to be that great. I like the old school giant laser from like Contra 3 more. Spread is now good. Back in your Nintendo NES days, you just spread with some just repeated R upgrades was like just ridiculously overpowered of everything. And in Contra 3 they nerfed it. In this game, it's back to being decently good. It's nothing amazing. The homing missiles on the screen here, they're not as good in the level 1 variant as the ones in Contra 3, but the level 2 are pretty dang good. They got kind of like a little lazy spin around, so you kind of need to aim a little bit. You need to have a little bit of brain with your homing missiles. And of course, Crush or Crash or whatever they are, the C weapon is the enemy destroyer. And like you can get like up to 2 levels in these tiers. I don't know if Contra 4. This is made by WayForward, the guys who did Contra 4. So there's a lot of similarities to that, as opposed like to the original NES ones, where more to like plays tribute or whatever. But I don't know if Contra 4 had 4 tiers, but this one has 2. And so a lot of the enemies, they'll take actually 2 hits. So they're kind of bullet spongy compared to the original Contra. But once you get your level 2 power up, it feels like it's like this is where you need to be. Your pea shooter really sucks. But one of the nice benefits to this is unless you're playing, you can change the rules a little bit, like if you like one hit deaths and stuff like that. But under the default settings, you do have a life bar. And you will lose your level 2, but you won't lose your level 1 power up. And I abused this game. I abused the hell out of it because I'm like, bro, I could just always get to the boss with Crush. And he's like, yeah. And then when it's time for you to die, when you're on your last hit point, just switch off to another gun. And so for the most of the bosses, we had the Crush. And honestly, because they get kind of spongy, that big Crush stand really helps out, and it makes me. I didn't have to really learn the boss patterns that much because I'm just going to blast ass Crush, and when I get scared, swip to another gun. There's a lot of characters too, and they got like slightly different abilities. They're mostly the same. Some of their actual weapons work differently. Like there was like a hot chick with a grappling hook, and she doesn't get spread. She gets some kind of charge shot off the S upgrade. And some of them have different types of hit points or dashes. I used Bill for most of it because he just had a really good dash, and it was basic, and he had a bunch of hit points and stuff like that. There's a lot of diversity with your weapons and like your characters. As far as the levels are concerned, there's 8 of them. They're not as hot or I don't feel like inspired, or I feel like I'm playing like I feel like I'm playing. It's like member berries. I don't know if you've ever seen like the Star Wars. What was it? The number 7. What is that? The Force Awakens, Kitty. Where it's like, hey man, remember Louis Falcon? Remember Han Solo? That's what this game is Contra, and it's kind of sad because Contra used to be a major franchise for like the NES and stuff, but it's kind of always stuck as being an arcade style game. And so when you got to your like PlayStation, your 32-bit area, and these games got longer, there wasn't a good place for Contra, and it kind of changed and adapted. And there was still some like Contras there, and they went to different directions, and they kind of lost their way. And I'm glad that this game, let me just say it like this is not Rogue Core. Rogue Core is a steamy pile of shit. this game's pretty damn good. It actually is from the genre that it's supposed to be in. I played through it, beat the story / arcade mode in, I don't know, about 4 hours, maybe 3. It's pretty damn quick. It's not particularly difficult. I heard some people was complaining and like on some of the forums that this is really hard. I'm like, I didn't see it. Of course, I'm used to playing Hardcore Uprising, which is ridiculously hard. It is much longer than other Contras. One of the things that will help you if you're playing these games is like Hardcore Uprising, you have a progression, and so as you go and you get your high score or whatever, you get to your end, you'll get these tally up these little points so that you can take to the in-game store, and so you can buy things like max extra men or start with power-ups and things like that. I went to the men's and the hit points, and then I think it was starting with crush. We were lazy bums. We wanted to make sure that we had that crush. It's the key to people don't understand how strong that damn gun is against bosses, and we made a use of that as we're playing through. There's more like purity style. If you want to like really have it, like, one hit kill thing, it's all there, or like I think maybe one hit game over. There's a bunch of little toggles you can turn on and off, went through it pretty easy. So the levels are, they're okay. The graphics are something. I would say that this is like a Switch first game. It was announced for the Nintendo Switch. It's for other platforms. I played it on PC in 4K. It has a very simple graphic form. It's okay. Sometimes you look at that grass, it's like, man, that's the greenest damn grass. It's like, is this from the damn Sonic 2 Emerald, whatever it is, the starting area is that? It's like, is this Contra? Sometimes, but yeah, it plays like Contra. There's also, and this was in Contra 4 as well, there's like some challenge modes at the end. I think that might help you get some of the progression points you need toward the end, because this is expensive. I went through levels 1 through 6 with but before I lost to continue or whatever it is, and so I had like a compounding high score, and I only got like 2,000 points or something, like not even 1,200 points. And some of these, like, I think boss character, I mean, there's characters you could buy. They're pretty damn expensive. I'm assuming that the challenges will help you get through them. And there's some stuff where you can use throwback music, and I think it read my Steam account. It's like, oh, you have Castlevania, some kind of retro things. You want to play them with the Castlevania music, you can do that too, and you pick like the original Contra music. The music they have, I liked it in the demo. The more I got to it, it's like, man, this is pretty generic. It has throwback, like, I don't know how to describe music where I name my thing. It has like key motifs. Motif is what I'm saying. Motifs from the other ones, and you'll hear that as you're playing. So, oh, I remember that. But that's it. Overall, I think this is a okay game. This isn't what Contra deserves. Contra needs, I don't know what you would do, honestly, because it'd have to be an arcade game. It'd have to be fairly short. The closest thing I can think of is the transition from the original NES to like Alien Wars for the Super Nintendo. That was a big transition. Alien Wars, even though it's very damn short, was freaking ridiculously insane. I don't feel that when I'm playing this, and that's what I kind of was hoping for. Something just ridiculously over the top insane, and it's just not here. But this is a competent game. It's $40 regular. I would not pay that. I would get it on sale. And I think it's for, I don't know, we're going to assume it's for PlayStation and Xbox as well. Honestly, I don't know. But the way Konami treats it is it's sort of like a niche like off title. And they don't put all the effort I think it should be put in this game. I'm gonna give it one paw up. Brian still loves the gameplay. It's still Contra. You still got all your cool guns and stuff like that. It's all here. Big Kitty was not impressed by these graphics. It's like it's doable. I think Contra deserves more. They're not going to really put a bunch of money into it, and so it kind of feels like you're effectively a sequel to a Game Boy game. You're on the fancy new game. Well, I guess the fanciest new Game Boy will be Switch 2, but you're on a Game Boy. This is a Game Boy game. Okay, I'm going to instead recommend, and I have not even played this all the way through yet. I played the demo. Iron Meat came out recently. It's freaking really damn good from what I played. It's really ridiculous, and the indie scene is honestly outdoing Konami themselves and their own type of game. But it's okay, Brian. Contra is at least it's not Rogue Core. It's not that bad. It's pretty good. And if you like what you see on the screen, get it. All right? And I think there's a demo. I don't know if the demo's still out. I played it on the demo and I liked the demo. One paw up.